Needless to say, I am a huge 100 gecs fan. It's very rare that you find music that feels like it was made just for you, but that's how the gecs make me feel. Am I right, ladies? So I figured, why not dissect the 100 gecs iceberg, baby? Yeah! Let's dive into it. But before we get into it, how about you like and subscribe to Songpsych? How about you do it? Stick around to the end for some bonus trivia that wasn't in the iceberg. Bonus. 1000 gecs. This is the name of their debut studio album. It was released 2 days after Money Machine was released as a single. The project was a self-release under Dog Show Records. My favorite tracks are 745 Sticky, Money Machine, 800 Decibel Cloud, and Hand Crushed by a Mallet. The self-titled EP. In 2017, 100 gecs released a self-titled EP. It was their first official release, and there's 5 songs on it. It seems like they pretty much found their sound from their very first release, which I think is really cool. But 1000 gecs definitely does feel like a step up from their self-titled EP, especially in the vocal melodies and the production. Never Met 100 gecs remix. So Never Met is a song by an artist whose name I don't know how to pronounce, but it's spelled CMTEN. But anyway, their song Never Met exploded on TikTok.
I wish we never met. We broke up on pickup chat crying on my D.
And then 100 gecs did a remix of it.
I wish we never met. We broke up on pickup chat crying on my D.
Sympathy for the Grinch. This is a holiday release by the gecs. It's about taking revenge on Santa Claus for not giving them any presents. Fun little factoid about this song is that it actually samples 100 gecs' other song, Stupid Horse. 1000 gecs and the Tree of Clues. This album is made up of remixed and reworked versions of songs from the 1000 gecs project. There are also some live performances and previously unreleased songs which were played at their 2019 Mine Gala set. They worked with a ton of iconic people on this project, like Charlie XCX, Rico Nasty, Injury Reserve, Fall Out Boy, Caro Caro Bonito, and that's not even everyone. It's wild. Lonely Machines with 303. 100 gecs and 303 collabed on a track together in 2020, which is nuts because 303 hadn't released any music in 4 years before this came out. The music video is awesome. One Step Closer, 100 gecs Reanimation. So the gecs did a remix of One Step Closer by Linkin Park. In the visualizer, one of the gecs is dressed like a Thanos wizard and builds a house of cards. And this is part of a series of remixes that celebrate Linkin Park's album Hybrid Theory's 20th anniversary. Power Fantasy. This is a collaboration between 100 gecs and Health. And if you don't know Health, they're a noise rock band from California. According to Genius, the song is about someone who has broken up with another person and they miss that certain person. The song's narrator still has feelings for them and states that they were never dead to them, meaning that there were no negative feelings toward the person they broke up with. The visuals and the song are super cool. Official stems. 100 gecs released all the stems for 1000 gecs. They also released the stems for the Tree of Clues project. You can find them online. 100 gecs produced tracks for Rico Nasty. Well, this one's pretty self-explanatory. 100 gecs produced some tracks on Nightmare Vacation. The gecs produced the songs Pussy Poppin' and Let It Out, and Dylan Brady produced Oh For Real and iPhone. And they have writing credits on these songs too. 100 gecs Discord server. Another pretty self-explanatory one. 100 gecs have a Discord server! Yay! There's probably more than one, actually. But every time I try to join the ones I see on Reddit, it says that the invite is invalid, so kind of a bummer, I guess. Maybe that's just a me problem. Laura's artist name used to be Osno1. You'll never get what this one means. Laura Less's artist name used to be Osno1. When she moved from her hometown of St. Louis to Chicago in 2016, Laura started to make music under this name. So from what I've read about this, it said that Laura went under this name before she met Dylan at the Coachella Festival, but I've also read other places that Dylan and Laura met in high school. I don't know the answer. Laura and Dylan's solo albums and EPs. Laura and Dylan also released solo stuff. Laura's song Haunted actually came out on my birthday. Aw. Dylan has a ton more solo stuff out than Laura, though. Definitely worth checking out both of them. Dog Show Records. So this is the record label that 100 gecs release all their stuff under, and it's actually owned by Dylan Brady. Some other awesome artists signed to this label are Guppy, Foley, Food House, and a bunch others. Lavapalooza set. There's this series of virtual events by a company called Open Pit, and they typically are hosted on Minecraft. And Lavapalooza is one of those music festivals. This isn't the only music festival that was hosted on Minecraft that the gecs played at, and we will get to those in a bit, so stay tuned. Their Lavapalooza set is on YouTube. It's a little under 20 minutes long. One comment on the video talks about how the set went. This set was crazy. Dylan never showed. Laura was there for about 4 minutes until the server crashed, and when it came back online, she was gone too, replaced by 3 people with traffic cones on their heads, standing on the DJ table, holding the trans pride flag. What an amazing night. Tree of Clues lore. There's this really cool interactive section on the 100 gecs website that's sort of like a storybook around the Tree of Clues. It's a really cool concept, and I would definitely recommend checking it out. The copious amount of tracks that Dylan produced. Dylan Brady has produced a ton of music outside of 100 gecs and his solo stuff. He's produced songs for Charlie XCX, The Garden, Dorian Electra, and he even produced Rebecca Black's Friday remix, 100 gecs Minecraft server. All I could really find about this had to do with one of their virtual Minecraft performances called Square Garden, which we will talk about more in a minute. Basically, this festival was hosted on 100 gecs Minecraft server. I'm not sure if this server is always open to join and hang out on, but it would be pretty cool if it was. So if it is, and you know it is, then you better leave a comment or else. Mine Gala set. Mine Gala is yet another Minecraft music festival that 100 gecs played at. Other performers at the Mine Gala were Bisquick, DJ Falk, Dorian Electra, Guppy and Foley, among many, many others. This 100 gecs set is also available on YouTube. They remixed some pretty cool songs like Feel Good Inc. by Gorillaz and Shoota by Playboi Carti and Lil Uzi. Popular! This is a song by Laura Les and Umru. I love this song. The intro is unbelievable, so definitely recommend. Appleville set. As described on PC Music's Bandcamp account, Appleville is a tribute to live computer music. It was a virtual event that was free to access, but you could buy a golden ticket to get special perks, like access to the Appleville virtual mosh pit, audio highlights from the event, and bonus tracks. And 100 gecs played a set for them. Nice. Origin story for the band. So Laura actually gave 2 different stories for how the band got their name. In an interview with Genius, she said, "We were thinking about band names and I wanted a gecko. Though, through some sort of error, I think maybe I entered it in wrong. Maybe it was some kind of error on their end, but I was sent 100 geckos. And I was like, that would be a cool band name." And Dylan was like, "How about just 100 gecs? The rest is history." But in an interview with Pigeons and Planes, she said this. "So we were at my apartment in Chicago, my dorm, and spray painted on a wall. On the side of the building, it just said 100 gecs, and we were like, what the f does that mean? And so we Googled it and nothing came up. So we were like, let's go. Maybe they got cut off before they could finish it or something, but I don't know." So who knows what the real origin story is? Maybe they're both fake and fabricated to add to their mysterious persona. Square Garden set. This is another virtual music event hosted by Open Pit that 100 gecs played at. The proceeds went towards supporting the Feeding America charity. A few of the other artists that played at this set are Charlie XCX, Caro Caro Bonito, Cashmere Cat, only to name a few. This was also hosted on, you guessed it, Minecraft. An audio recording of this set is available on YouTube. Cake Pop. Cake Pop is a band featuring Dylan Brady, Aaron Cartier, Ravenna Golden, Lewis Grant, and other St. Louis musicians. They only have one album out on streaming services called Cake Pop 2. The music video for their song Black Rum is really cool. I also like the song. Name keeps changing. I couldn't really find anything on this one, if I'm being honest. I don't know if it's related to their band name or some other name. All I could find was that 1000 gecs and the Tree of Clues was originally titled 1000 gecs and the Phantom Menace. So if you know more about this, leave a comment. Thanks. The Bandcamp version of I Just Don't Want to Name It Anything with Beach in the title is different from the SoundCloud version. I Just Don't Want to Name It Anything with Beach in the title is a little 3-track project released by Laura Less under the name Osno1, and it's available on both Bandcamp and SoundCloud. The SoundCloud version also includes a 4th bonus track and a demo version of How to Dress Like a Human. And the 3 songs that both the Bandcamp and the SoundCloud version share are also different. The production on the SoundCloud version is much more intense than the Bandcamp version. I personally like the SoundCloud version a bit more, but that's just me. What version do you like better? A2B2 Set. A2B2 is the name of a website run by Andy Morin of Death Grips. A2B2 Night of Fire was a fundraiser for the Los Angeles Downtown Women's Center that went live on Twitch. And Laura played a set here. She actually played an unreleased version of her song Haunted months before it came out. Location of the Geck Tree. The tree featured in the 1000 gecs cover art is located in Des Plaines, Illinois. Someone made it a landmark in Google Maps, so if you look up 100 gecs tree, it'll take you right to it. It has been deemed the place of worship by the gecs fans. And there's a bunch of pictures of fans posing with the tree online. Tree of Clues, ARG. So a few days before Square Garden, Laura tweeted this. Tree of Clues is just sitting on the internet waiting for somebody to solve the ARG. And a few hours later, a Discord server was created that was dedicated to solving the ARG. People thought that they'd have to wait for Square Garden to be able to find the clues to solve the ARG, but Square Garden came and went, and no clues were found. And it turns out there was no Tree of Clues ARG. It was all one big freaking phony lie. And now the Discord server is dedicated to talking about how there is no Tree of Clues ARG. Heaven Goes to Hell set. Laura Less did a DJ set for a live stream called Heaven Goes to Hell on Halloween night of 2020. It was broadcast from 1720 Warehouse in LA. It was an event to raise money to help support the Warehouse in a time that was really hard for music venues, and the set is an hour long. It's pretty cool. Mostly just remixes of songs that aren't by 100 gecs. My favorite is the Thosmosa remix, a little over 13 minutes in. Definitely worth a listen. Coachella set. In 2018, 100 gecs played at another Minecraft music festival called Coachella. Get it? Because Coachella, Cole, Minecraft. Anthony Fantano also did this little intro to the festival, which was pretty cool.
Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, the internet's busiest music nerd. And you're attending Coachella 2018.
There's some bootleg recordings of it on SoundCloud and YouTube. And in this set, they played a demo version of the song Ringtone before it was released. What? It's a cool set, full of character. Definitely worth checking out. 909 Fest set. Laura Less played a set at 909 Fest. And from what I've found, there's actually 2 different festivals called 909 Fest. One of them is a techno festival in Amsterdam, which is different from the one Laura played at. 909 Worldwide is another virtual charity show that Laura did play at in 2020. I really love this set. The Hand Crushed by a Mallet remix is wild. Definitely worth a listen. 100 gecs EP stems were lost. I mean, this one just gives the whole thing away. The gecs said they lost the stems to their self-titled EP. So you can't find them anywhere. Laura actually posted the stems to Bloodstains, one of the songs on the EP, on Twitter, but when you click on the link now, it says the file was deleted. 1000 gecs demos. There's a page for the demos and unreleased version of 1000 gecs on rateyourmusic.com, but I can't find the actual project anywhere. It says on the website that it's available on Bandcamp, but when I click the link, it doesn't work. So I guess they took it down. But according to Rate Your Music, here's the track list. Kidnapped, Spiritual Cleansing, and Bleeding to Death ASMR. Laura uploaded this to her SoundCloud. It's a 6.5-minute ASMR in which Laura starts off by telling someone their chakras are off, then eventually ends up taping them up, and then it glitches really aggressively, and Laura says sorry, and then it just sort of ends. It's kind of silly. Freak Zone Playlist. Freak Zone Playlist is a part of BBC Radio and self-described as handcrafted playlists from creators of underground and experimental music. And 100 gecs curated one of these playlists. But the website says that the episode is currently unavailable. It's described as a riotous playlist of synth-pop, chiptune, hardcore, game music, and skits. And the track list is on the website. 100 gecs in the Chamber of Secrets. This is an episode of No Parents, No Rules with Michael Washington, a monthly show on NTS. This one is currently available to listen to. It's about an hour long. It mainly consists of songs by 100 gecs. Dylan and Laura also included some remixes of Cake by Rihanna, California Girls by Katy Perry, Baby by Justin Bieber, and a few other songs. It's pretty great stuff. They're both really talented producers. Danger of the gec tree being chopped down. So I don't think the gec tree has actually been chopped down yet. But there is a petition on change.org to chop it down. Kind of flopped though, only had 35 supporters. And according to this article, apparently the company whose property it's on is threatening to cut it down because people keep littering and stuff. Which seems to be true. A Reddit user posted a picture of the litter people left under the tree. So if you are planning to visit the gec tree, please don't litter under it. And while you're there, maybe even consider, picking up the litter that is there, maybe putting it in the garbage, or keep it for yourself for a nice little snack for later. 1 hour bass boosted forest sounds. According to Genius, bass boosted forest sounds 1 hour was an Easter egg on the 100 gecs website if you stayed on it for a little after the Square Garden event ended. Nothing special, just 1 hour of forest sounds. It's not available on any streaming services, but there's a website where you can download and listen to it. Laura has a sibling who also releases music under the name Force-Feeded. Well, this one kind of says it all. Their music is pretty similar to Laura and the gecs. High-pitched vocals, aggressive and hyper-poppy production, sprinkling in a little rock influence. You can find them on SoundCloud. I really like the track Reaper Rock Radio. One bar to rule them all. This is a collab 100 gecs did with Please Make It Ruins, which is self-described as a trusted musical conduit run and founded by vegan. This song is part of a compilation of 1-bar tracks, so it's only 6 seconds long, but it's 6 seconds of pure magic. Time for some bonus trivia. Money Machine samples SpongeBob. In the Song Exploder podcast, one of the members said that Money Machine samples a SpongeBob clip, how Laura and Dylan met. So in an interview with the gecs, Laura and Dylan said that they met in high school at a rodeo. Whoa, but who knows if that's true. Maybe they're pranking us. Maybe there was no rodeo. Maybe they met some other way. Thanks. Blogs, I Just Want to Die on MTV. So this track wasn't mentioned in the iceberg, so I figured I'd throw it in there. 100 gecs collabed with Debbie McCallion of Black Squares on a track called Blogs, I Want to Die on MTV. It's a little over a minute long, and I could only find it on YouTube. It sure is interesting. And that brings us to the end of the 100 gecs iceberg. Which iceberg do you want me to do next? Let me know in the comments. Thanks.